Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Luck's Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers.
Double tight.
Easy.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is knocked down from the side, right on the 30-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo.
Three, blue line. One, blue line.
Hey, we got three down.
One.
Check safety. Bang.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Play fake. Mariota. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, Mexico. Gun.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move.
Now it's Luck. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's hard to play in the NFL now as a running back and not catch the football as well. Jay Ajayi shows what you can do when you have both of those skills.
Good in space, isn't he?
He really is able to catch the ball, and he helps create blocks downfield. A lot of times that's what people miss. It's not just making other guys miss you. It's setting up guys to block those guys downfield with the moves you make, and Jay Ajayi does that very well.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let it roll.
Hey.
Run for it.
Four down.
Ragger.
check, check.
Check out. Mexico, Mexico.
Check nickel, nickel,
Mexico,
nickel.
Mexico. Check out.
Check
6-7.
99.
Wrong.
Check
Wrong.
99.
Monday. Tempo.
25.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
Two times.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here's Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Tight end right.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight end left.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Kill. Turn it up.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Here's Luck. Rolling to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Luck. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
47. Mexico. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an
From the gun, here's Love. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
From the gun, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right.
Mariota on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Watch 84. Watch 84.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know you feel that.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Tight right.
On second down, here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Out of the gun. Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, right there. All day, baby. Ringo.
Set. Blue
They
line.
don't want it.
One. Ready.
2nd down, Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Blue line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Right. Get it. Yeah, baby.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Ready. Blue 18.
4 down. Alert.
Mariota. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Three. Set. Blue line.
Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The throw on second down is locked. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A first down throw for Mariota. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota now. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This will be taken short. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short boot, take it at the 21. Ooh, the juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Walk on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Rip. Mexico. 70.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Mexico. Blue 90.
Car. No. 3 down.
Mexico. White 90.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Let's get it.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Tight end left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They go play action. Mariota. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Hey, easy.
Hey. Four down.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Regular. Key right. Hey,
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Go.
They'll try the air now with Luck. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Two tight.
Regular. Let it roll.
Four down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Single. Watch 12. Watch 12.
Luck now to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch the whip.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And now the Packers get set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look Look at him turn.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
There we go. Hey. We got four. We got four down. Four down. Watch tight end. Four down. Four down.
9 there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Locke to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Key right.
Four down. Check. Four down.
Throwing on third down, Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They go play action here on first down. Eluded, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Locke. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Third and long, it's Locke. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run the counter now on first down.
Go, run!
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 64 yards on the ground. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Single. Got a slot.
3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Undercrush.
And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackle, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Tight right.
1. 3.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Myers. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Run! Yeah, baby, boom!
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Tight end right.
Second.
4 down. Alert.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end right.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Be good. Get high, baby, get up. Let's do it.
They run again with a jive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Aaron Rodgers with 1 touchdown pass thus far. 2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
This is our rep to win. Win the rep.
Get set, second. 1, 6, 2, 7. Hey, easy.
Check your hot read.
Regular. Kill. Done. Hey, easy.
Come on, baby, get excited. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right.
Pump it up, baby. Let's get live.
Ajayi escapes him, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First and goal here from the 2.
Double tight, double tight.
They'll try to run with a giant into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and goal.
We got 4. We got 4.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the upright.